What if the oldest stories we have weren't just religious texts or myths, but frameworks to upgrade humanity as a species? Not blueprints to build society by force, but iterative compasses to guide the individual, the base unit of society, through necessary suffering, proper sacrifice, and ultimate meaning. This is the story of stories, more than 40 authors across 1,500 years, hyperlinked through time, each line echoing another, like the wisdom of the crowd effect, but across millennia. You don't have to be traditionally religious to see what it is, the most influential written work in known human history, not because of tribal enforcement, but because it worked as the heart of Western frameworks. I'm not here to tell you what to believe, not in the literal sense. I'm asking you to pause, set down your tribal reflexes, and look again. Whether you're an atheist, Christian, or agnostic, or none of those, you're invited. This isn't about dogma or rigid orthodoxy. It's not about institution. It's about meaning, baked into the foundations of the West. When I say God, you don't have to hear Skyfather. Think reality itself, that which objectively is, as in, I am, and that always gets its way. Align with it, you thrive. Oppose it, you suffer. That's not superstition. That's observable. These stories don't just say what happened. They say what always happens in specific human contexts. They carry truth across time, in metaphor, in archetype, in consequence. This isn't as much about historic events or unresolvable squabbles over superficial detail. It's about the patterns beneath them, the structure that repeats. I spent years chasing theological certainties that don't exist. I tested belief in war zones, in academic circles, and against the weight of my own failure. I've seen belief weaponized. I've watched it collapse when certainty met reality. And in that collapse, I found a pursuit better than unattainable certainty. Alignment with reality. Not that answers all questions, but what asks the right questions. What emerged wasn't belief as assent to some historical claim, but orientation. The kind you live, the kind you act out, or lose your way. Alignment to objective truth, to the fire that strips away the rest, to the sword that cuts between what's real and what's tribal. No pitch, no pretense, just a framework that's done its work and continues to do its work on me, evidenced by the very culture on which we stand. If you're ready to see what the story's been pointing to all along, I'll help you chart that course. Want more? The full article's on the Daedalus thread, link in bio.